2012, 2010, actually, when I did the study. Just a couple things
Excuse, by how much, Lance, just out of curiosity, what was your?
I'd say $1.5 million to $2 million.
Million and a
somewhere
half
in
to
there.
2 million.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
And we were comparing that, whether that was a good idea or not, to a new plant. And I went back and looked at my original study, and according to it, we thought even if it was 2 million more than what we thought, it was still a reasonable idea. And because when it's all said and done, compared to the options of a new plant, it was a much smaller new plant being looked at. So we still have about 1 million gallons of water a day that's available that could be sold or used for whatever, whether that's Dakota City or Xenia Rural Water. That could be done. I mean, the capacity is there for that.
With the renovation of the old plant, had the city had gone with the new plant, we would have 1 million gallons less in available water.
That was the plan, right?
Okay.
It was to be a 1.15 MGD plant, and we have about, depending on how long you want to run it, 2.2 to 2.5 you could produce if you ran it all day, all night. We have staff 24/7. And it was my understanding that 1.15 MGD plant was intended to run 24 hours to get that water. So that's available. I mean, obviously, there's some revenue potential out there that always, I know it's a political decision, but working with other entities, it could be some additional revenue brought in.
But we've got over twice the capacity with the renovated old plant than we would have been with the new plant. I mean,
Yep.
so there is some benefit having to.
Well, unless we put up the new tower along with the new plant.
The tower had
Because
to
the
happen.
tower's 500,000, right?
Yeah, the tower had to happen regardless of what you did with the plant. Because
Right.
the existing ground storage tanks couldn't stay no matter what.
Right.
Because of DNR rules, Lance?
Yeah, because they were next to the river, and the 100-year flood was actually over the top of the tanks. And so from what I understand, the plans with the new plant were to completely demo the old plant as well.
Okay.
And the tower was a completely separate issue. You were short on storage according to the DNR requirements. Once those ground storage tanks had to come out.
So what you're saying, even with the new plant, we would have had a million gallons capacity with the two towers.
Right, you would have built the tower either way.
Are you saying the new plant would not have been able to process the water as fast as the old plant?
Right.
Gotcha.
The new plant.
Capacity's there, but the new plant would have not have.
The storage capacity would be there for fire flow
Right.
and that kind of thing. But the rehabbed old plant can produce twice as much water in one day as what was proposed for a new plant.
Was there more than one site location identified for a new plant?
As far as that, that was,
That you know of, Lance, you have those?
the plan was across the street and.
On Hampside, Hillside.
Yeah. I don't know.
There was no other location that I'm aware of.
I didn't know if you guys had discussed it at all or anything. I mean, I wasn't here then, so I didn't.
We looked it up by the high school at one time, but you'd had to run a 14-inch water main or something all the way up the hill and under the highway. And,
Yeah, to move
all that
it,
stuff.
a lot of other infrastructure that to go along. That work was done under the water board before it became a
Right.
city operation. The only other comment I had on the resolution itself, as far as the $18,461.13, just specifically note that would be released in 30 days after the approval. That's the remaining retainage, so if there would be any claims, that money is for it from any sub or supplier. The contractor a long time ago provided us written documentation that they had gotten back from all their subs and suppliers, says no, they've all been paid, so there shouldn't be any potential for that.
So this is the retainage?
It's the remaining retainage. By state law, from a couple years ago, state of Iowa said that you have to release retainage up to double the amount of any work remaining if the contractor goes through these steps of, kind of like, you used to do lien waivers back in the day, but there's no such thing as a lien waiver on a public project anymore. And so anyway, the contractor has to contact all the major subs and suppliers and get written documentation back. And they did that, you know, like a year and a half ago to get that retainage down, because the retainage was, you know, several $100,000. And there was $20,000 worth of work remaining.
Yeah.
So you've been at the facility and have gone through the quote-unquote punch list of items, and you're satisfied with us accepting the project as being finished then, Lance?
Something I just did today, I came up Friday and met with Clint and the other staff just to go through, you know, what
Sure.
things were done and not done based on, since I've been here last time. And so today I kind of typed up a correction list and sent that to the contractor. I don't remember if I copied Clint on that, but I'll get Travis a
Travis.
copy of that too, just so you have it. And it's kind of a list of those things that have been identified over the past year or so that may or may not be done. Originally, it was only a page long, and I think that's all that's really not done, but as I went through my old emails and stuff, well, I wasn't sure if they were done, and since I was trying to get it done today, I just went ahead and added them. I'll let, you know, Simon and Marty and Clint tell me if they're done or not. And then what will happen, there's a 2-year bond, maintenance bond for the project, that'll be from when we were substantially complete, and that'll be this fall. It'll actually be 2 years from the plant actually came online. What our contract says we'll do, and what the thing to do, about a month or 2 months before that, so early this summer, we'll come and do a final walkthrough with staff and say, well, is there anything else that's come up that's not done? Get that to the contractor, copy that to the bond company, and then that makes it official that if they don't get them done, that in theory, the bond company could step up and take care of that.
And that's for 2 years from this fall, right, Lance?
No, it's 2 years from when the
Or from the
plant,
plant?
when the plant
Okay.
became operational. I mean, when all the improvements were done and the plant's operating normally. So that was last year and a half ago.
Oh, I
Or
see.
It was late 2014. We've just been held on to this money because they weren't getting these little
Mhm.
things done, and there was didn't want to close the project until they actually got around to doing them.
So we've got approximately 6 months worth of our 2-year maintenance
That's still
warranty
left, yeah.
that is still left in effect.
Yeah. And then anything like, that would be new, that a bond is in a force for an additional year. So say we find something 3 months from now, something new comes up, and it gets, repaired or fixed, even though that 2 years is up come this summer, that particular item goes on for a year.
Any more questions or comments for Lance? Well, thank you very much. I think you explained it in very in-depth for us this evening, and so without any more questions, then we'll take a roll call vote on this resolution.
You motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
would
I'm
so-
sorry. Go right ahead, John.
So move?
Second by Joel. Roll call vote, please, Gloria.
Rusher?
Aye.
Davis?
Aye.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you, Lance. Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2016-13, a resolution approving contract change order number 4 with Hovey Construction, Inc. of Fort Dodge, Iowa, for the Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvements Project for a net decrease in contract price of $7,700.
Okay, so this change order is a result of less material used on the project and basically lowers our contract amount by $7,700.
Move we approve.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Davis?
Aye.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Rusher?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2016-14, a resolution approving pay estimate number 5 from Hovey Construction, Inc. of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the amount of $3,424.75 for the Sumner Avenue Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvement Project.
Okay, I'm gonna lump my explanation for the next 3 resolutions all into this one, and then probably turn it over to Nick for his input as well. The next three are all pay estimates that would finalize out the Sumner Avenue sidewalk project. These estimates have been recommended by the engineering firm, and with that, I'll turn it over to Nick.
Not much more to say, actually. It's been a long time coming. We finally got the documentation back from Hovey and his attorney on the extended warranty, so we can move forward with the pay request here. Pay request number 5 is just for some seating that was out there that he never signed the documents, so we didn't have it on about a month ago, is why that one's on here now. And then 6 and 7 are the semifinal and final pay application, releasing retainage on the project after 30 days.
And then extended bond that Nick references a 5-year.
That's the warranty that you spoke of, Nick?
Yes,
What-
yes, there's a, from the date of this acceptance right now, there'll be, there's a portion of the wall that will have a 5-year versus a 1-year warranty on.
sounds-
Do we ever get the punch list cleared up on that? The sidewalk, the wall, the,
Yep,
everything that,
Fine.
they've come in and done all that, huh?
yep,
Really?
yep.
How'd I miss that?
I don't know, but they did.
Must have been in the dark.
Some of it was, we did not witness the seating, is what we couldn't get out of them. They finally provided us date, invoices, and seat tickets of the date that they seated. So they were evidently like ninjas out there,
Okay.
reseeding it due to using the incorrect seed mix the first time.
I thought maybe that was the decrease of the $7,700. What-
No, there's, the $7,700 was less erosion stone, some decrease in silt fence, filter sock, and so forth on the project that we had built in there that they did not use the contract amount on.
So are we going through each one of these, or are we a separate motion for each one of these?
Yes.
Need a separate motion.
I move to approve the first one.
Okay,
Second.
seconded by John. Roll call vote, please.
Goodell,
Aye.
Slater,
Aye.
Rusher,
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Then next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2016-15. A resolution approving pay estimate number 6 from Hovey Construction, Inc. of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the amount of $8,749.50 for the Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvement Project.
Same explanation.
Same explanation.
Move to approve. Second.
Second by Brett. All, roll call vote, please.
Slater,
Aye.
Rusher,
Aye.
Davis,
Aye.
Goodell.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2016-16, a resolution accepting the engineer's estimate of completion and approving pay estimate number 7, the final, from Hovey Construction, Inc. of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the amount of $15,185.11 for the Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvement Project to be paid 30 days from the date of this acceptance.
Move.
Same explanation.
Move to
Move to
approve.
approve.
First and second. Roll call vote, please.
Rusher,
Aye.
Davis,
Aye.
Goodell,
Aye.
Slater.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you, Nick. And that looks like that is all of our scheduled items on the agenda this evening. Gloria, do you have anything?
I just want to remind people with the snow coming tomorrow that they do have 24 hours to clear that off of their sidewalks. Please, please do that.
Okay. Darryl, do you have anything this evening?
No, I don't, unless you can stop the snow from coming.
Travis, we'll put Travis to work on that.
Okay.
And Brett, do you have anything this evening?
No.
Joel? John?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Travis, do you have any this evening?
I will add on to what Gloria said, that along with the sidewalks, although it's not required except for overnight that you can't park on city streets, it does make it easier for city street crews to plow the streets if there's not cars and parking stalls. So if at all possible, please park your cars off of the street.
Okay, well, thank you, and then that will be, then we need a motion to schedule Tuesday, February 16th, 2016 at 5:30 PM as the date and time for the next regular meeting of the Humboldt City Council, and to adjourn this session at 6:05 PM.
Move to approve.
first by
Second.
Deb. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried.